Gregor. Hey, Connor, start maybe just by revisiting the what must have been a really frustrating winning goal last night for Ottawa.
Yeah, bit of a miscue between us back there, but at the end of the day, the puck was in the corner and they still cycled it up and got a point shot and a tip that bounced off the ice. So, I mean, the miscue takes all the attention, but at the end of the day, they still made a really nice play, unfortunately.
I'll go next to Jeff Hamilton from the Free Press. Go ahead, Jeff.
Connor, obviously there's an adjustment for the players as far as when you run 11 forwards, 7 defensemen. I'm just kind of curious from the goalie's perspective, just seeing different line combinations, different pairings, if there's an adjustment for you in that regard.
Not necessarily. I tend to hear guys' voices, so I know who's out there, and for the most part, my playing the puck is pretty simple. I put it in pretty much the same spot every time, and everyone understands the rules. So I wouldn't say having an extra guy is that big of a, adjustment.
We'll go back to Paul Friesen. Go ahead, Paul.
Nikolai Ehlers was just with us saying that playing Edmonton, I think he said it was fun playing a team with that style. How about for you? Are some teams more fun to play than others?
Oh, absolutely. There's some teams you just know you're going to get a good amount of shots and you just feel like you have the number. You just like the style they play. They play a really clean style. And Edmonton, I don't know if it's so fun for a goalie because they can score. I could see why it's fun for the offense because it's just that style that gets open and trading chances. So I think our goal for tomorrow is going to be stick with our game and play with a little bit of a boring style. And then when we get a chance, then we have some fun with it.
We'll go next to Ken Weeb from Sportsnet. Go ahead, Weaver.
Afternoon, Connor. What are the keys to kind of locking those games down to avoid giving up late goals? I mean, it's something that's going to happen over the course of the year, but what kind of things can you do as a team to improve in those situations?
I mean, we can expect the worst, but I don't think we did anything wrong. I think it was just a miscue, and like we can't read each other's minds, so maybe we can communicate a little bit better on the ice, or just kind of let plays die on their own and don't do too much. I think that's probably the biggest thing. We just not do too much. Keep it really simple.
Go back to Paul Friesen from the Winnipeg Press. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm not to dwell on the late goals or anything, but I mean, obviously as professionals, those ones sting particularly more than other losses, I imagine. But I mean, you also have to kind of leave it, right? You got a game on Monday, and I'm just kind of curious where your head's at as far as looking at those kind of late game breakdowns as bad puck luck and moving on. How easy that is for someone like yourself.
Yeah, it does sting, and I hate losing. I hate it with a passion. It was like a blink of an eye, and all of a sudden we are in a losing game, and there's nothing we can do about it. So it's unfortunate, but I like my game, and I like how I felt this year and how I built my game this year. So for me, it's not gonna weigh too much on me because I know what I'm gonna do for the next game and for the rest of the year. I'm gonna bring it, and I'm gonna battle as hard as I possibly can. And I believe in that game, and I believe that game can win more than lose.
And final question to Ken Weeb. Go ahead, Weaver.
Connor, Paul Maurice mentioned the way the schedule's lined up. It kind of sets up for you to get into a bit of a rhythm here. I mean, do you think that that's helped in terms of getting sharp and taking your game back to that next level?
I think so. This year, we didn't have the preseason games where you could kind of just ease your conditioning into it. And I've liked a lot of my game this year. And like I said earlier, I think there was a period or two that I had to fix. But other than that, like there was a lot of good stuff there. And now building it to this point, it only helps solidify it the more and more I play. So I've built it a good way, and I'm really excited to continue to build it in these practices. They're now short and sweet, which is my favorite because you get right to the point. There's no dragging around. You get up to speed, and then it's solidified. You don't waste any of that energy. So I'm having a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to the next couple of months.
Bye.